Yo, 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 yo. Not muted. Heck yeah. What is up, friends? Happy Wednesday to ya. Happy hump day. Y'all already know. I don't usually go down to the G down there, but it's important if you're doing when you're doing your exercises, your dailies, I got paint on my hands, painting the cabinets. When you're doing these sort of exercises and things, you know, take them a note or two beyond what you normally would. You might surprise yourself. Also, I'm just realizing, holy cow. I don't know why YouTube is not, I did not put YouTube on the thingy. I am so sorry, chat. I did not see, because I assumed YouTube was already set up. My bad. Goose Pigeon and M Door, good to see all of y'all. How you doing? Happy Wednesday to you. Apologies that I did not, okay, now we got it. What's up, Goose? And Pigeon. Saw the notification, told my brother. Love that. How are the tacos? Dude, tacos were phenomenal. So they had so every day they have chicken and steak, right? So those are their normal. And then the third one is like a rotating pork. So it's like carnitas, they'll have pastor, they'll have chorizo sometimes. Yesterday was the carnitas, which might be my favorite, and oh buddy, did not disappoint. It has never disappointed, actually, as a matter of fact. So quite well. Hope y'all had a good Tuesday with full of tacos yourselves, hopefully. I would love to join an orchestra, Pigeon. As a matter of fact, I check it every day. But my the town that I'm in has a small symphony orchestra that should have auditions coming up soon. I don't know if they're actually going to, because they have not posted anything yet, but as soon as they do, I will be prepping for that audition. So we'll see. And also like the Discord Symphony as well. Gotta collab with that. I apologize. I got a pimple like right here. Really gross. Triple horn stream went. Triple horn stream. Holy moly! I don't even know if I want a triple horn. Like a high F, it might be fun, but also I think they're like significantly heavier. I don't know. Let's see. It's 9 a.m. now. I want tacos. See, that's the beautiful thing about it. Is there's tacos, no time restriction. Any time is a good time for tacos. So I would say you should get you some tacos. That would be my vote. What's up, Professor? Good to see you, my friend. Yes, that's true. The Discord Symphony. If anybody wants to join an orchestra as well, you always can. Just there's a Discord. You can hit up Mdor or Musical Duke of Fraudtown on YouTube, however you wanna. Hit them up and we'll get you situated with the orchestra. They'd love to have you. Yo, Squab, appreciate you coming by, my friend. Hope you have a good day. Hope you're actively having a good day, not just perspective in the future. I hope that right now, at this very moment, your day is fantastic. Good to see all y'all. Oh, man. What else do I need to do to warm up? Oh, yeah. Yikes. That's why you stretch it up and down, because that's bad otherwise, but those are good slurs to do. Yes, that's how you do. Anyone want to join the Discord Symphony, hit up Mdor. He's the one to contact. And should be a good time. A lot of projects going on. A lot of submissions needed. A lot of instruments, I believe, still outstanding. I know they'd love to have you. Alrighty, let's work on the very beginning. You know what? I hesitate. Ooh, I should do this one. No, Koprosh number 4, I think, is a good one. I was thinking of doing some like earlier Koprosh just as like a refresher, sort of fundamentals thing. 4 looks good. It's running up and down scales, and there's a big jump from a big 2-octave jump from. There you go. And that's how I work on big jumps like that is the hardest note of the jump is the one you kind of want to like stop and set up for. So in this case, the hardest note is the top G. So I'll stop between the lower one and the upper one and just kind of like set my embouchure and everything for where it needs to be, play it, get it right, and then you can generally gradually speed it up and stuff, and it kind of works. Okay, now I think we're ready. Always fun. Always a good time to go back to earlier coproshes, you know, and honestly, I don't think I've gotten that 2-octave jump before, so cleaning that up and doing that more correctly than it typically has been is very satisfying, very gratifying, very very cool, very legal. Anyways, what else have we been working on? Did we do number 16? Ooh. Actually, 16 looks like fun. Let's try it. Give it a shot. Reading something that we don't normally read. I know I've played this before. I have it written in, but I might not have played it since college. So, we'll see. Apologies for the sight reading. Weird. Ooh, that's tricky. That was tricky. Did you know that legal is how you say cool in Brazil? Is that true? Like literally the word legal? Yo, that is pretty cool. That's pretty legal. Is that just like Brazilian Portuguese, or would that be true in Portugal as well? Is that like a vosotros thing where they don't really say that in Latin America, but in Spain, Spaniard Spanish, you have slightly different like dialects, you know? Really excited for that, Mr. Mime, though. Glad you got it. Does this thing have like evolutions? Like, would this Mr. Mime be able to go to Mr. Rhyme, or is it just like Kanto? Don't know about Portugal. That's fair. That's fair. It is tricky. Well, alrighty. Probably a good one to add to the rotation. Don't know if I'm gonna work on that one too much more. Kind of want to get back to the 18 is a really good one. 18 is a really good one. All the hop, skips, and jumps. Oh man. I tell you what, you guys and gals and non-binary pals, I am sleepy. I've been up since about 2 o'clock this morning. Not by choice, of course, but just because it was a poor night of sleep. So I'm a little loopy, a little sleepy. What's up, JL? Good to see you, my friend. How are you? Hope you're having a good Wednesday. I got a pimple. It's annoying. Hope you're having a good one. A little sleepy. I think my chops are a little sleepy. I didn't really do a third practice yesterday. Just kind of went for like 45 minutes. Ran through some warm-ups because after mowing, and I only got to mowing the front yard because like it was outrageously overgrown. I had not realized I let it get quite so bad. But yeah, so that took a lot out of me, and by the time practice time rolled around, I was just like not having it. So whew. But that was yesterday. Today is a different day. We get to rewrite the narrative, as it were, you know. Today can be whatever we want it to be. I want it to be a good day. I want the camera to focus. Normally this works. Close up of my pimple. Dang, does my neck really look that weird? I feel like my neck is super long compared to my head. You know. It's weird seeing myself like reflected so much. I don't usually look at myself to this extent. It's like, is that how I always look? That's just my face. Excuse me. Excuse me. jeez. That was not good. That was not a very good ending. Yeah, whatever. Yo, Entensendol! Holy cow, it's been a minute. Great to see you, my friend. How have you been? Holy moly. Hope you're doing well, my friend. You're blowing me away just with your presence. And my camera can't handle. Oh, goodness. My neck is long because I'm a man. He's a man. I know that. Oh, what's up, Kieran? Good to see you as well. Pretty hot? Yeah, it's true. Hope y'all are staying cool over across the pond. It's, I hear it's pretty nasty over there. Not wearing pants? Dude, honestly, I'm tempted. I am wearing pants, but I kind of don't want to be. I could also turn my AC down, but like, you know, that's not as fun. Yo, Cat. Appreciate it, my friend. How are you? Good to see ya. Hope you're also doing well. Thinking about going for a run at 6 p.m. here. 31! 31! Yikes. It's only 26 in my office, which is like 78. Dude, that's a horrible time. Horrible for a run. No. Unless you got like a treadmill, like indoor exercise would be really, really clutch, I have a feeling. Yikes. Dude, I don't even like going outside here, and I'm like used to it. We're built for it down here in Florida. It's like, it's going to be low 90s today, and I got to mow my yard. Not looking forward to it. Yo, Vex, good to see ya. It's Horn Day! Holy cow! Do you have it yet, or is it like later today? Not gonna be lower. There's a forest with a pond nearby. Ooh, but that sounds a lot of fun to like. Man, I honestly might go. I honestly might be, excuse me, tempted to go for a run if there was anything fun like that to run around to near me. All I have near me is like my neighborhood, and most of them are just like their dogs are left out in the yard and they just harass and bark at you when you go by, and it's just not fun. Like running on asphalt and pavement in people's yards and stuff. It's like, so I'm not like motivated to run, but also I just don't like running. I'm not a runner. Doing good. How's the horn treating you? Lessons are helping. Yeah, lessons have been really good. I've actually, so I haven't had a lesson in since the term ended in May, but the practice has been good, and I've been set up. I have plenty of stuff to work on, but I think the work has been, we've been putting in the work, and I've been seeing the results. It seems really, really to be coming along. So. You have it, Vex. Holy cow! I did not, Kieran. Apologies. Let's go to your channel. Meme monger. Meme monger. Hell yeah. $750 for this, for the tuba? Holy cow. Looks like old, but as long as it's in good playing shape, that looks freaking cool. Yo, I love that. And in our ponds, there's no risk of gators. That's a great point. It's so funny because I went to University of Florida over a decade ago, and there's so many ponds and lakes on campus, and like there are times I would take the bus to class, and they'd just stop because there's a gator crossing the road, just straight up trying to get back to the lake, and it's like, these are our colleagues on campus. Yikes. And not to mention, when my girlfriend and I take a paddleboard out on the river every now and again, I mean, we're just paddling alongside gators, literally 6 feet away from us in the water, which is not the best, but do you want to hear my playing and rate it? I would love to, Vex. I would love to, as long as I remember to do it and have good headphones on it. But I'm sure it's great. It's so majestic. It looks really cool. It looks really, really cool. Are you when is it coming in? I may have missed that in the coming in a few days from 3 weeks ago. Do you already have it? I'm a little confused. Maybe put the gator crossing sign somewhere else where the gators won't bother you in the traffic. That's a great idea. So we could just because we all know that the gators they strictly adhere to traffic crossing signs. That's a great idea. Can't understand why are officials placing those signs on high traffic roads. The good thing is these weren't these were like campus streets, so they were 20 speed limit, and not they're not the major roads. Although sometimes they kind of do veer out, and you'll see a gator somewhere they're not supposed to be, but not as often. The shipping was delayed. Gotcha, but it's coming this week. That's so exciting. That's so cool. Definitely let me know when it comes in. I'd love to see the post. You said you're going to do an unboxing. That's going to be a lot of fun. I hope it plays really well. That's the thing, is I hope it's in good playing condition. It's always tricky to buy something from an instrument from the internet, especially when you don't have a chance to play it beforehand. But anyways, that's so freaking exciting. So we've done Koprosh. I know what I need to do. And it's going to be boring, and I apologize, but I haven't done lip trills in a minute. So I definitely need to work on them. Let's trill it up. I don't know why that C, the series on the top of the trills, just from open to a from C to D, just never works. I don't know why. Revs. Honestly, might be the best I've ever trilled on a B flat. Devonch Carroll, do I have any classic suggestions for you? Not without maybe a little bit more context. What do you play? What's your skill level? Because outside of horn and maybe some like trumpet stuff, I don't know that I do. But if you're looking for listening, Tchaikovsky. Listen to a bunch of Tchaikovsky. Freaking love Tchaikovsky. Listen to some Strauss. Listen to some. I mean, Beethoven's fine. You know, Mozart also is fine for what they are, but they're a little. Interesting stuff would be like Dvorak is really good. Bruckner has some really good stuff. Sibelius. I would say Sibelius. Bit of a deep cut. Vex, I will listen to your thing. Just let me get through the trills, and then we'll listen to your sound. All right. That might be the best trill I've ever done ever. Holy cow, that kind of was working. Anything specific in Tchaikovsky? 4 and 5 are my favorites. The ones I've listened to the most. I think there's a lot of meat there to dive into. I'm sure the other ones are just as good. I'm not as familiar with them, but 4 and 5 are so good, so good. Particularly 5, I think. 4 has the intro that I really love. 5, the first movement is really, really good, and it has the second movement horn solo, which is just buttery smooth, absolutely gorgeous. Do you know the Horn Concerto by Richard Strauss? 1 or 2? 1, yes. And in fact, I played it for my jury last semester. Probably worth playing. I can play through it today as well. 2 is incredibly difficult, and I have not started to learn 2, even though it might be my favorite piece to listen to for a horn. I should take a look at learning it, but the version I have is like it's transposed, so it's kind of, it shouldn't be a thing, but I'm just less inclined to learn it. But really love the ballets. The ballets are great. Because Tchaikovsky did he do Swan Lake? Is that Tchaikovsky or is that the ballet? Swan Lake, Sleeping Beauty, and the Nutcracker. That's right. He really does. He's got such a good ballet repertoire. I really should watch more ballets. I definitely need to listen to more operas. Freaking love operas. Der Freischütz, the overture to Der Freischütz by Weber is a really good one. It's got a absolutely gorgeous, it's not a horn quartet, it's a horn double duets. Like first and second have a duet, and third and fourth have a duet at the same time, and it's just absolutely phenomenal. That one's only like 10 to 15 minutes long, depending on who plays it. That's a really good one. Swan Lake is so good. Swan Lake is so good. I mean, it's a classic for a reason. It's got the sauce. The pas de deux from Nutcracker, yeah, that is a good one. I do love the pas de deux. I also just love to say pas de deux, even though my French is really bad, but... Excuse me. Yo, Banks! What's up, dude? Exams are finally finished! Yo, that's so exciting! Congratulations! That's huge! Hell yeah, dude. How do you empty the water? That's a great question. um, if you have a spit valve, that's the first thing. You open it up, sort of tilt it a little so the water goes over the thing, blow at it a little bit, and that'll get anything that's in your lead pipe. If you have water stuck somewhere else, you might have to swirl it, depending on the wrap of your horn. Yours might be a little different. For me, I turn mine over, I have a secondary, I guess tertiary tuning slide, the main tuning slide, and then I have this other tuning slide down here. This, I guess, is the actual secondary one, and that one typically, has most of it at that point after being flipped over and then back. So between those three, I usually get the majority of it, unless there's something stuck in the valves, in which case I would take out the individual valve. And you'll hear it pop, usually 3 and trigger 3 are the culprits because they're the lowest points of the horn. And then worst case scenario, if there's still water in there and you just can't find it, one thing that you'll see a lot of horn players do is they'll just take the entire thing, go very slow all the way around, and try and, holy moly, there was a lot of that. And you can see the water line, hopefully, it just falls right out the bell. So sometimes it's just a matter of going through the checklist, right, until you actually find it. Finding the water is the hard part. Emptying it is easy once you know where it's at. Finding it can often be tricky. Yeah, whatever. Okay. Let's get that out of here. Deluxy! Obladi obladai. Life does go on. You're not wrong. And I know that's a song. Obladi obladai. Is that Stones? That's a classic rock, right? Oh, I'm displaying my ignorance fully for you, the internet and chat, to roast me for it. Let's see. Here we go. Just for you, my friend Kieran. We're gonna play through some Strauss. Obladi obladai. I know that. I know, but it's one of those things where I know what it is, but the association for what it is. You know what? In this day and age, the year of our Lord 2026, you never have to wonder. It's the Beatles. That's right. I knew it was some kind of classic. My ignorance. I am at your mercy, chat. Lock me up. I am a poser. Yeah, but we've been through this. The Beatles are they're fine. They're good. Oh yes, yes. I told you, Vex, that we would. Let's take a listen. I did get it. Let's see. Hell yeah. Perfect for playing. You've been playing horn for what, 3 weeks or something? That's phenomenal. Absolutely. you are 100% on the right track. I would say, just continue to do your whatever exercises that your teacher has going for you. Make sure you're, using a lot of air. You already know this stuff from trumpet. It's the same sort of thing, just keep practicing and it's going to get better and better and better. You're doing great. That's awesome. Sound great, sincerely. And the horn, itself, sounds like it's got, good tone, mostly good intonation. There were only a couple notes that were like egregiously, not even egregiously, just like noticeably a little out of tune something. But that's something that goes away as your ears get better, your embouchure and air and all that stuff gets better. And maybe it's just refining the placement of your slides. But yeah, I'd say you're on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd say you nailed it. All right, let's play some Strauss. I was about to say that's not right. that was a horn in G, I think. Bum 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 ba-dum bum ba-dum bum ba-dum. Blah blah blah. 21 measures of rest, or 22 plus 3/4. Bum ba-dum. Neither of those B flats were good. I don't think I warmed up my high register. I don't think I did. Normally I do tuba flexies, which go up to a C. I don't think I did today. You should buy a tuba if you have money, although possibly whimsical. Life's too short. Believe me, I would if I could. There's quite a few instruments on my list that I would buy before a tuba, but I would not be opposed to owning a tuba. Piano is probably at the top. A little keyboard, a natural horn would be up there. A harmonica, probably up there as well. But if I had a place for it, if I had, there's a lot of things that would go into it, but I sure would. It took me a few tries to get it without mistakes. Kept messing up the start of some notes where for a split second the neighboring partial. Yeah, and that's what's tricky, especially at the beginning. And I mean, honestly, for me, up until like literally last semester, I was never really good at attacks, beginnings of notes, anything like that, because I was so unsure of where they were supposed to be. Knowing where the partials are, and this comes to having a good ear too. because if you know what it's supposed to sound like, you can hear it in your mind before you start playing. Or alternatively, once you have some experience, you can kind of feel, like I know basically where a C, the middle C is at, kind of just by memory, like just from feel. That was a C. So like you start to have some anchor pitches that become, where you are very, very comfortable. And then from there, you expand out and you have the but it's very difficult because all the partials are so close to each other, even in the easy register, right? It's an entire octave higher on the harmonic series than, say, a trumpet. So it's really difficult to really nail down exactly where you're supposed to be. But like all things, with practice, you'll get it. It's great. And again, the recording that I heard is definitely a very, very good beginner. Absolutely. Oh, geez, I should have breathed in there. I'm a little rusty at this one, if you can't tell. Gross. Absolutely. Just bad. Henry, what's up, dude? Good to see ya. I know exactly where the notes were. My lips just aren't used to the precision needed to get a clean start. Well, there you go. There you go. And one thing you can do, if that's something that, to work on, is just making sure that you do, the attacks over and over again. And what I do literally every morning, my first practice and first set of exercises are done without any sort of articulation at all. And I do breath attacks. So just like without any tongue at all. And that's really going to help you once you add the tongue to have your lips know precisely where each partial in each note is supposed to land. So you can kind of minimize that sort of a thing. If you want, and I recommend this to everyone, all hornists, all brass players, there's probably a variation out there, but the Caruso exercises for horn, Julie Landsman on YouTube, she's got a whole video series. I highly recommend them because they're what I do like every single day, and they're really, really great. So I can't recommend them enough. go, baby. That actually was like, that was a much, much better than the first time, but that actually found pretty, that sounded pretty good. I kind of like that. You know what? I kind of feel like playing the third movement, you know? I haven't done the third movement in a minute. Bit of a chop buster. It sounds really pretty. I love how loud the second harmonic is. Second one being the... Or is that the G? Because one is... Or like overtones? Not quite sure I follow with the which one is the second harmonic. Thank you, Kieran. I appreciate that. A little rough and took a minute to remember how to play it, but this is good. I appreciate the suggestion because also for an audition, which just to check, Strauss is commonly requested, Strauss or a Mozart, and my Mozarts are not in performance mode, performance ready, so the Strauss is kind of my only option at the moment. Sorry, I had to move my... I mean within the timbre of the instrument, not the partials. Oh, okay. I gotcha. That is the beauty of the horn, is so many harmonics play out and ring out and are resonant, and that's why it has such the warmth and the richness that it does, is because of all the harmonics and overtones that do play out, especially down low. You really can have basically every single harmonic ringing is what you're aiming for. So that's the joy of it. Chops are. It is a bit of a chop buster, you guys. Oh my god. I'm so tired. Yikes. That is tricky. How many years have I been playing? So I took 15 years off. So I played from second half of 6th grade through my freshman year of college. So that's like 7 or 8 years, I think. Call it 8, maybe. And then this tranche of playing time has been like since November. So almost a year. So like 9-ish years, 8 or 9-ish years probably in total. Split out between, 25 years or however long it's been at this point. But and honestly, most of the like big jumps of progress I think that I've had have been this most recent, 8-9 month period. specifically because I've had, a lot of time to practice. I've had good instruction from my professor. And, I've just been putting in the work in the practice. Before, like when I was in high school and stuff, I played a lot just by virtue of being in band class for, 6 years. 6 to 7, yeah, 6-ish years. Wait, my math is wrong. 5.5 years from the middle of 6th grade to, so 6.5-ish years. So about 7 years plus a year, and I think so about like 8 years or so. Yeah, but I think that's right. I think that's right. Okay, yeah, I think that's enough Strauss for today. My visit day 1 and see how that was. Holy, yeah. If you do, it's going to be very rough on a lot of different levels. It's in a different part of my house that's like just literally like a closet space. The microphone wasn't good, the camera wasn't good, the horn playing was not very good. It was very, very bad in a lot of different ways. But the difference between then and now, honestly, I should go back and look at just how bad I was day 1, because holy cow, after 151 days of stream and practice every day in between, it's absolutely night and day, I'm sure. I feel like I would die of cringe if I watched it and been like, oh, I actually sounded like that, Ugh. Ugh. I think the general reaction that y'all would have would be something along the lines of, oh. That would be my reaction. Ooh, it's a fun piece that I have not played in a long time. Morceau de Concert by Saint-Saëns. I remember this one being pretty fun. Nice little theme and variations, at least the first movement. Jeez, excuse me. My teacher said she's been playing for like 40 years. Holy moly. That's wild. I can't imagine doing anything for 40 years. Even being alive. I haven't even been alive for 40 years. Like, what? That's wild. What a wealth of knowledge I'm sure she is. My goodness. I know my teacher She has not been playing for 40 years. I'm pretty sure she's younger than I am, actually. Um, she got her doctorate a couple years back from FSU, but she's been. I wonder how long she's been playing. Probably didn't take 15 years off. Not many people have, I feel. Jeez. I should ask her. I'd imagine, I mean, she's got to be like, I think early 30s. Early 30s, and probably been playing since, most of us like 12 or so years old. So maybe like 18 to 16 to 20 years probably, I'd imagine. But yeah, that is a good question. I should ask her. Gonna go to sleep now. See you later, squab. Appreciate you, my friend. Have a great sleep, and we'll see you later. I found God Save the Queen in my sheets. That's gonna be fun. I hate to be the one to break this to you, Vex, but well, I guess depending on where the queen is, you know. There's a king now. What's up, Samuel? How you doing? Mega Knight? Mega Knight. What is Mega Knight? I know Meta Knight. One of the Smash Brothers characters of all time. I remember getting my ass beat by Meta Knight. My younger siblings would always completely trash me because I'm not a Smash Brothers player. Really, I just kind of every now and again dabble and you know, but they were like really into it and pretty damn good. And they'd always get me to try and play. They'd be like, "Oh, we'll teach you. We'll show you all the tech, and then you'll have to like practice and all this stuff." And I was just like, "No," but I would get my ass beat like every single time without fail, except with the exception of one time we played Smash 64 on an N64 controller, and I finally did get a win. I think I might have been Kirby, either Kirby or Pikachu, right? Probably not Link, but I do play. I have played a lot of Link. Anyways, it's neither here nor there. My goodness, it's 12:23 already. Mahler 3. I did say we were going to do Mahler 3. Because Vex, we got to do Mahler 3 together. Not a Smash Bros. Either. That's all good. Like, I don't know. Fighting games like that are just not for me. They're way too sweaty. Like, I feel like if I had really gotten into them, like, 15 years ago, maybe there's a chance, but I don't know. Just being a casual fighting game enjoyer does not sound like something that's possible for me. Because I would not want to be casual. I would want to be good, and I'd be frustrated that I wasn't, like, good, and then I'd be like, well, why am I even... Dude, it's titled as Queen in there? No, I know. I'm making a silly, because I have books of music and stuff, and with God Save the Queen on there too, because she had been the queen for what, 50, 60, 70, 80 years? How long was her reign? Very long. Jeez. 70 years and 214 days. Yeah. So, yeah, there's going to be a lot of Queen in there, except for a newer or else a very, very old piece of music would always say Queen, because she just had been for 70 years, What queen? Queen Elizabeth II, I believe, is who most God Save the Queens within the past 70-ish years would be referring to. I've seen the first sharps in some songs, and it's scaring me. Nah, sharps are fun. Sharps are fun, although they are less common, I find, in horn music than then you typically play a lot of flats. I think horn keys add one flat to what the concert is. Maybe two. Is that right? E flat major is E flat major removes a flat. Horn removes a flat? That doesn't seem right to me. E flat major would have 3. Concert E. Concert E flat is B flat, which, yeah, horn takes away a flat. What am I thinking of? Don't listen to me. I don't know what I'm talking about, as it turns out. Let's play some Mahler 3. Let's blow my chops off before we do something a little bit less strenuous. See if we can get it. Honestly, that wasn't too bad. I screwed up one of the ascending lines, I think, before it hit the A, but we got the low notes afterwards. I'd say that's pretty good. Play something in G sharp major, and then slap a minor key in there. Oh my God, y'all are testing my very, very limited and very, very rusty music theory knowledge. G sharp major, so that's, I'm gonna go relative instead of concert, because A flat. Well, concert A flat is just an E flat. There's your concert A flats, G sharps. Now, what do I know in that key? I don't know that I do, but I can tell you who does. Is good old Chantal book. Look up the key signature of G sharp major. So I know G sharp major. Well, I mean, I know it as A flat, but that's B major, F sharp major. It only, the book might only go to F sharp. Or no, C sharp, I think it's got. Yeah, it's got C sharp major. And then I don't think it goes to G sharp. Yeah, I'm not sure there would be like that, because that would be one more than C sharp. So it would be F, C, G, D, A, E, F, C, G, D, A, E, B, and then F double sharp. You'd have an F double sharp in there to get to G sharp. And I just don't think that's a useful way to write music. I would much rather do, it has to be G sharp. Well, I'm not doing that. No shot. No, I hate double sharps. I hate double sharps. No shot. Yeah. But I would do A flat major. That is a good key to noodle around in. Or G sharp, it's, you know, whatever. literally the same thing, just written in a completely obtuse and incomprehensible fashion. Key signature final boss. Yeah, no kidding. No kidding. F double sharp in the key signature, no shot. 0%. 0%. I cannot even fathom a time when that would be theoretically prudent to have a G sharp major as opposed to an A flat major. I'm sure it exists somewhere, like you can conceive of that, but nah, not for me. You adore double sharps, especially if it's not only just a double F sharp. Nah. The only time that I've seen double sharps that do actually make sense, I think, because they're just quite frankly not all that often. But Adagio and Allegro by Schumann has some funky stuff on the Allegro part. So specifically starting like here. So it's in, F, C, G, D, A, E. So it's in F sharp. And so you have to, when you have chromatics in there, you've got F double sharps, C double sharps. It's kind of crazy, actually, now that I think about it. Goes from E flat to F sharp. Is that right? I guess. No, F sharps or double sharps just blow chunks. Yikes. Of course, the piece in question, if you don't know Adagio and Allegro by Schumann, listen to it because it's insane. It has a slur from a lip slur from C to C on the staff to above the staff. Nope. That's as much of that as I want to. As much of that as I want to play right now. I don't know. Why are most T instruments in F, B flat, and E flat? Huh. I hadn't thought of it that way. But they really kind of are, aren't they? I don't know. I assume there's probably some like historical, maybe mathematical reason where the length of the tubing and whatever unique characteristics of the instruments as they were developed and invented and whatnot back in the day, they sort of settled into whatever tuning pitch that they are, but I don't know. Or and also C, like trumpet, you've got B flat, E flat, and C are possibilities. You've got low brass, which are all in C. I don't know if there's transposed. Someone correct me in chat if there's transposed like tubas or euphoniums or trombones. Trombones I could totally see, especially like an alto trombone, perhaps. But I don't know why. Like, why is there an instrument that is pitched in D or like G? Because even saxophones are E flat and B flat, I believe. E flat for like altos and maybe all of them. I don't know. It's been a long time. That is a good question. I don't know the answer to that. Let's do a scale exercise in concert E flat major, which is A flat. A D flat piccolo. Does that exist? That's crazy. D flat piccolo. A D flat piccolo. It does exist. Once a staple in military and wind bands, it is specifically designed to make playing in flat key signatures significantly easier. Today, they're largely obsolete, but remain highly prized for playing vintage march music. What? That's crazy. Huh. I remember natural horns used to be in every key with the crooks, but why isn't the valved horn in C? Wouldn't that be better? I would imagine that's more of a historical thing, because as the valved horn was invented in like the 18th, 19th century, whenever it was, you're coming from F with crooks, and then you just slapped valves on there to replace the crooks. So it's probably it was just transitioned straight from valveless horn to a valved horn, and they just kept the pitching there. A C horn. Now that would be interesting. I don't know. I honestly had not really ever considered. Really, really interesting to think about. Because also that would make transposing a bitch. Like I can barely transpose from F. And then you're trying to get from a C horn to like horn in E or horn in F, right? You'd have to either play music for horn in C, which would just be like anything, the cello, the tuba stuff, or whatever. And if you wanted to play F horn music, you'd have to transpose from C to F, which would be, whew. Maybe that's why it was, is because if the horn was pitched to C when they invented the valved horn, you would have to then transpose and like really transpose all of the other stuff that was written largely horn in E, horn in E flat, horn in F, horn in D, all that to C, and maybe that just was not practical for the musicians of the day. I'm not sure. Oh, that's not even a bass clef. Oh my God. Tricky. But unless it was a fixed natural horn, the horn didn't have a key because the key is set by the crook, and there isn't any a reason any specific crook like F should be the default. Well, absence of a crook was F. So the natural horn, my understanding is that the natural horn was pitched in F. And then if you wanted E, you had a crook that lengthened the tube, and E flat lengthened the tube even more, etc., etc. You know, this is your E crook nowadays. This is your E flat crook. This is your D crook. You know, whatever. So it's so the pitching in F is simply because of the length of the tubing that existed at the time, and so that was kind of the standard up until they invented the valved horn. It was F due to the length of the tubing, because that's what pitches it in, you know, whatever specific key by default. Now, whether you call it F or C or whatever, that I'm not entirely sure as to why it, you know, those in particular were what they are. Because that's just, you know, because if you took just the natural horn from back in the day and you just played a harmonic series, it was the F harmonic scale. That's an F harmonic scale. And so that's where the key of pitch in F, if my understanding is correct, would come from. And then you put in your E crook. And so each one of those is the harmonic scale of F, E, E flat, D, etc., etc. F was without crook in the highest pitched key. That's my understanding. I don't know how you would get horn in F sharp, horn in G, which sometimes do show up, like in Wagner, in the intro to the third act of Lohengrin. But this was around the invention of the valved horn, so it was more a transposition thing. But like you've got horn in G, like that, I don't know how you would get on an F horn, because you can't put in a crook that like shortens the tube. That I don't know. It might be a right hand thing. Maybe you stop it to, but I don't know. And maybe that's a good point. I forget about the B flat side. Maybe there was a B flat side or a B flat standalone horn. I don't think they would have had a double natural horn. That would be kind of silly. Let's look that up. That's a great question. When was the B flat horn invented? The B flat tenor horn. They were late 19th century. So the first prototypes were around 1897. So yeah, so after the invention of the F valved horn, then it looks like they created a B flat, and then doubles were subsequently produced. But I do think that's the case, and that's a great question for your teacher as well. I'm sure she has probably more definitive knowledge than I do, other than just like vibes. And I would ask my teacher as well, because that's a very interesting. I don't know much about like horns throughout history. That's a very interesting topic that I would like to learn more about. But that is my understanding, anyways. I'm losing my music, and my jury, and my mind, if indeed I ever had it. All right, so 15 minutes left in practice. So if you had an early B flat horn, it would be an octave lower than the B flat side of a double. I don't think a B flat horn existed before it was higher. I don't know that they had a B flat basso horn, because I think the lowest, so you have transpositions, right? So from F is typical, and then I think the lowest that you ever see in printed music is B basso, which is 1, 2, and 3. And I don't think there was anything ever written for like a B flat basso, because I don't think that was possible. I don't think there was a crook that went lower than 1, 2, and 3. So I think all of the B flat horns, once they were invented, were probably the higher, because that was just practical. I think there was stuff written for a higher B flat and didn't really. I don't think a B flat basso was a thing. But I could be wrong. I like I say, my music history knowledge is very, very surface level, and probably, you know, just like cobbled together from different things, and again, vibes. I don't know for certain, but that's kind of how it seems to me. But I don't know. I have to take a music history class as soon as I am able to. Probably not this coming school year, but afterwards. I would love to take like a good music history, a good instrument history class too. Just like the development of musical instruments throughout the Renaissance, the classical, the Romantic, the Baroque, like, you know, all of those periods out of order. I know Baroque is before Romantic and classical, but you know what I mean. I think that would be fascinating. I love like instruments throughout history. That's just really, really cool to me. I really got to breathe in there. Ow. I almost ran over my toe again. Gotta breathe. I can't not breathe there. I tell you, it's like it doesn't hit like perfectly every single time, but just the fact that I can play that part, that feels so good to play. Oh, I love it. I love it. Not that time. Excuse me. Oh my god. Okay, and I can't start in the middle of it. Would removing the existing F crook and replacing it with a larger or smaller crop altogether get anywhere to a different pitched horn? Well, so I think that's kind of the basic premise of crooks. So like, for example, imagine, if you will, this horn doesn't have any of these valves, right? And you only have this tuning slide. So what you might be able to do, and I don't know how you would get necessarily to a horn in F sharp or G by removing length of the tube, but you would be able to take this out, put in your E crook, which is this length plus this length, and then that would be your E crook. It would lower the pitch a half step, and you would then have horn in E. And so that's how crooks worked. Essentially, it's just a longer length of tube that you put into your I don't know exactly, tuning slides, lead pipes, or whatever, how they existed on a natural horn. But that is how crooks worked. It was this length of pipe, and that's why the valved horn works, is because it takes the crooks from something you have to manually put in there to something that the air diverts to. So when you press first trigger down, you divert your air through the valve to your horn in E flat crook. This is a horn in E flat crook, essentially. This is your horn in E crook. This is your horn in D crook, etc., etc. So that is what you're doing. You remove your F crook, you put in the other ones, and then that gets you to the lower harmonic series, the lower pitched horns. Yo, Daydon, I'm in New Orleans. Just came out of the plane in the hotel. Hey, how are you enjoying it? Have you been able to? So you just got there. You haven't experienced New Orleans yet, right? Have you had food? Have you experienced any music? Any good anything good? I haven't. I've only been to Louisiana, I think once. And it was when I was in high school, and I kind of just drove right through it. So I have not really spent any time in Louisiana. I don't. I know it's also very swampy, very very bayou down there on the Delta. But that's awesome. Hope you enjoy your stay. Ew. Getting that low C after all that high stuff is not easy. Especially the fortissimo low C after all that is not. Yeah, I don't know. That seems to require some embouchure manipulation that I'm not sure about. Oh, man. Anyways, any dang ways. 5 minutes left of practice. What do we want to do? What is there to work on? You know what there is to work on that probably maybe won't be so great at the very end of practice, but I haven't done my tuba flexies. I haven't done my tuba flexies since early this morning, so that would be a good one to end out on. Oh, holy water. Always water in the third. In the D crook, you know? Cello thing? That would be good. That would be good. That would be good. That would be good. The problem with the cello thing is that I think it would take longer than 5 minutes. Because, like, it wouldn't play through all the way, and I'd, like, want to stop and correct. That might be, like, a 10 to 15 minutes thing. This particular exercise, I know I can get in 5 minutes or less. Got my harmonica case nice and finished. Yo, I saw the pictures on Discord, I think yesterday, of it like fitting really well around the harmonica, and I appreciated the little montage of like Slim Jims and pencils and stuff in the previous smaller case. That was really good, dude. Best of Lux Vex. Best of luck. I know you're gonna do great. You're gonna crush it. Absolutely. Best of luck to you, my friend. Chops are very tired. Oh my god! Goodness gracious. And by my clock, it is officially 1 o'clock. I can finally go play in a forest like a mystical creature. And let's be real, that's the underlying motivation for any of us playing Horn, is to be able to do exactly that. Man, that would be freaking cool. There's a video of Yo-Yo Ma doing I think it's the Cello Suite #1, the whole thing. Not just the prelude, but all of it in like a creek, wooded something, and he's just like outside in nature. It's really good. Highly recommend it. I just love Yo-Yo Ma also. That's a really good one. Check out Realm of Embers. Realm of Embers, you say? Liberator of an Ancient Band by Realm of Embers. Oh, shoot. Welcome to Realm of Embers, land of accordion playing folk metal forest witches. What? Symphonic folk metal? Yo, yo, that sounds like really cool. Their promotional stuff was a bassoon in a forest. I'm freaking sold. I gotta put that on the old Spotify playlist. I gotta check them out. Hell yeah. Well, I think that's gonna do it for me. I gotta go get some lunch and do some yard work. Yeah, I'm so excited to go out in 90-degree weather and sweat my ass off. But oh goodness, I am gonna go. Thanks so much for hanging out, y'all. Hope y'all have a great rest of your day. We'll see you tomorrow for some more practice. Bye.